Leo. Sorry for the camera quality. I'm using a let me fix my crooked glasses. I am using a different computer. I'm using just my computer's webcam. I normally use a different webcam attached, but couldn't get my setup going today. So hopefully this is gonna be decent quality at least. And for the end of the month, hopefully I get my setup consistent. Okay. While I was meditating your energy and kind of shuffling, I'm getting um going back in time or going back to the past. So some type of cycle in your life is repeating. Now that doesn't, I'm not getting that it's a bad thing for everyone, but for some of you it is. It's not detrimental, like it's like an agonizing, repetitive, like either pain or thing that you're going through. But I think it's like some people are having like deja vu, or just like if you're dealing with the same people, you just got a new job and it's reminding you of your old job. Repetitive. But I think a lot of people are moving forward, or like if you're starting to notice things are repeating themselves, you're looking for ways to welcome change. So that's good. Let's get this going. I already shuffled the other two sets of cards to kind of get the video a little shorter, but I want you guys to make sure you see me shuffling so we know it's all clear. You know what I mean? Queen of Wands reverse. Okay. So for some of you, it may be that you kind of may, let's say for instance, if you have, gotten a new job, taken on a new position, you're dating someone new, you don't feel like you've evolved where you want it to be. Okay. Some of you might be dealing with someone who is just kind of like, this fell. Okay. You're not being, it's in the reverse, it fell in the reverse. You're not being called upon to do what you wanted to do. You're not where you really want to be. Okay. For the female Leos, especially. Males, perhaps who you're dating is just not, your partner is not quite where they want to be. You probably have a female boss that's just not your favorite person right now. Okay. A lot of you might be manifesting something new. So like I said, if it is that where you are right now, it's not going where you want it to be, you're going to try to fix that. Okay. And that's the perfect energy to have, to feel like you're in control. Okay. So yeah, you don't feel like you're moving anywhere. You feel like you're kind of still in the cloud about what it is that you're going through. Okay. But I think moving, you guys are going to start, this is probably, you're going to start trying to move forward and have a little bit of a fast relay into something new. Some of you may have lost something, but you're still having hope. Okay. So like I said, there's a lot of downs, but the spirit is up. Okay. And the Bible is like the flesh is, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I think that's what the scripture says. I've always when I, used to go to church a lot and stuff like that, that scripture always stood to me, because there's a lot of times where we may feel weak, but somewhere deep down inside of us, we're willing to do stuff. I think it's the other way around per se, but flip it to where it works for your situation. Okay. So you see how, these cups here, they're spilled, but there's two still standing. That's you, Leo, with what it is you're going through. Okay. This might be money for some of you. You guys are juggling finances. Okay. Two of Pentacles. So definitely work for some of you. Maybe juggling work. You have the Judgment reverse. So it's going to be kind of delayed for some of you. Like, you're just not going to get where you need to get fast, but it seems like like, this is your drive. Okay. I've noticed I take a lot of pauses when I'm reading it. And I feel like if some of you are watching that, it's kind of delaying for you if you have something to do. So I'm trying to shorten these out. Of course, I want to get the message out and take my time as well. You have the Two of Wands in reverse. Just delay upon delay, backward movement, just no forward movement going. What I like is that you are aware of it. You know what tools you need. I think right now the main tool you need is manifestation. I think a lot of you need time alone to kind of meditate. If you are working on a project for your own personal business, it will help the night before, or even for work, even for your day to day, for the night before, for you to write down. Let's back those in reverse. For the night before, for you to write down what you want to do the next day. Okay. And then as the day goes by, think about that list you wrote and go back and check things out. Because I see that, okay, Five of Wands reverse. You may not have a lot of support with you or a lot of people helping you. You have a lot of things that you have to do by yourself. And that's making you feel tied down. No help is making you feel like this. Write the stuff down and you won't be so clouded. Take the blindfold off. Okay? Seems very stressful. Seems very stressful. Okay, Leo? So I'm going to clear that. Okay, and we're going to do another spread for another set of Leos. That was pretty straightforward. Normally I get different scenarios. That to me was in all aspects. It could have been love, relationships, or whatever. Things are just not going the way you want them to, or backwards, and it's like, oh, back to square one. It's like, think about driving, end up right back at the same intersection. Like, come on. Take notes on what you're doing. Try to be a little bit more organized. Try to have a little bit more faith. Try to think more about how things can go right more than how things can go wrong. Obviously, look back at the past when things went wrong as just a form of like research or reference, but don't go based on that to do anything you're moving forward to. All right, we're done with that deck. We're gonna see what's going on with this one. Just for another set of Leos. So, okay, we got 4 Leos for the middle of March 2018. What can we get for Leos for the middle of March 2018? For Leo for the middle of March 2018. What can we get for the sign of Leo for the middle of March 2018? Leo for the middle of March 2018. Okay. 9 of Wands reverse. A little mishap before where you're trying to go. But some of you are that you're letting that bring you down. Don't let it bring you down. Okay. These are tests. Okay. You have the power here. You have the upper hand. No matter what it is you're going through, you have the ability to turn things around. Some of you might be dealing with someone who is trying to control a situation, which is not allowing you to have balance, which is not allowing you to move forward where you're trying to go. Okay, someone in your circle or in your midst, a colleague, spouse, person, a friend giving you foul advice. a partner in a project that doesn't want to do anything, even though they know what you guys need, or they're the one who has everything. So if you're someone who's trying to run a business, you probably don't have a lot of the tools to start the business, and the person that you're working with does, and they're not trying to do anything to get things up and going. Not cool. Not cool. Arguments, fights with this person coming up in the middle of the month. Okay? Trying to cut corners instead of diligently taking your guys' time. This person, I feel like you want everything to be perfect. If this is a business thing, if this is something career-based or partnership, you want everything to be perfect, and this person definitely does not want to do it that way. They want to do it their own way. They want to cut corners. They want to, control the situation. Okay, so the magician here is either telling me someone is trying to control the situation, or whatever it is that you're going through, you have the upper hand and the ability to change the situation. No matter what, though, towers come in, okay, to shut some shit down that needs to be. You're probably not going to like how it's going to go down. This fight might be a really bad one. Okay, if you're dealing with earth sign, perhaps in this business venture or work or relationship, you guys are going to get into it. The Seven of Wands is telling me still, though, you have the upper hand. You're like, bring it. This is you. But I feel like when initially whatever's going to happen, you're going to feel defeated. Initially, you're going to feel that. And the minute you feel that, remember you have the upper hand. Regardless of me telling you this in the cards or not, with any situation in life where it's your life, you have the opportunity to steer the wheel to a better direction, okay? Very important to remember that. Don't go asking people for what you need to do. I mean, you can go ask for advice and whatever, but no one can tell you how to do it, okay? What's going to end up happening is you're going to end up walking away from this person. Like I said, the tower's going to come and shut it down. So whether you want to walk away or not, okay, you're leaving whatever the situation is with whoever this asshole person is, okay? This douche nugget. I really feel like you're working with or for someone who's a terrible person. Like, just an asshole, okay? And Six of Wands reverse. So you're probably not going to get praised. You're probably not going to be on top or, be called upon the way that you would have hoped or the way that you envisioned it initially. But that's okay, because this was already a bullshit situation to start with. That's why the tower is coming to shut it down. It was built on false foundation, okay? Someone's going to be left out in the cold, upset. Okay, no one's going to probably help you, and you're going to probably find it very difficult to keep moving and working on what it is that you want to do. The good thing about it is when you watch this reading at that time, you can know that, like I said, you have the opportunity to turn it around. So you guys might be hitting a little hiccups around the road, Leo. That's okay. All right, because, like I said, you have the upper hand here. Maybe this just needs to just end. Whatever it is, partnership, this job, start from fresh with something new. Okay. Start fresh with something new, someone new, a new business venture of some sort. Seriously. Let's pull 3 lesson cards for you guys for the month of March. What lessons or advice do you have for the sign of Leo for the middle of March 2018? What advice do you have for the sign of Leo for the middle of March 2018? What do you have for the sign of Leo for the middle of March 2018? For the middle of March 2018. It's like keep shuffling. Pride, courage, and trust. Okay, pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Okay, so definitely with this person, that you're dealing with, even though it seems like they're like a terrible person, of course I don't want to say screw them. They can go kick rocks for all I care. But um, I think when you depart from this person, there may be exchange of words, there may be an altercation, but try to be as peaceful as you can with it, because you know what, you're aware that it just wasn't going to go anywhere anyways. So there's no need of fighting with someone that wasn't even going to help you with anything anyway. Bye. Just call your truces, leave. Um, okay. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So I told you there's going to be some altercations. There's going to be some things coming around. Like I said, you have the upper hand. The universe is on your side. You're going to be given the tools to handle it. Okay. So don't worry, and have the courage with it. And trust, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Okay. So don't think you're wrong if things are going wrong. This person's probably going to tell you that you don't know what you're talking about, even though in your gut you're feeling like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do it this way. Maybe we shouldn't cut corners. Maybe we should, take our time with this. If it's a business thing, it's like we're probably not going to make the money overnight. But if we keep doing what we're doing, we'll eventually get where we need to be. Okay. And they're probably going to try to tell you you're wrong, and just be like, okay, well, that's what I feel. And that's probably what's going to start the altercation. You really speaking up for yourself and standing your ground and saying, this is what I think. Your life, you have the steering wheel and you're in total control. All right, Leo? I will be keeping you guys in my prayers with this that you're going through, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen at the end of the month. Hopefully, you guys will be on to be a bunch of aces, new beginnings, and new starts in your life, relationships, careers, business plans, and everything like that. This came up very career based, so if you want to know what's going on in love, go check out my What's the Sitch playlist and the Leo reading, because that gives a little bit more detail in love. But you can definitely apply this in relationship matters. But it really is giving me like business, especially young entrepreneurs, maybe older entrepreneurs, people who are starting their business for the first time or doing in some type of a duality partnership, maybe school project at school or work or something like that. All right. Stay blessed, Leo.